Hello everyone, thank you very much for watching my video. What are the key differences between the major arbitral institutions in the UAE? This is what we are going to go over in a few seconds. Stay tuned. As we know, the UAE is a major hub for arbitration purposes. It was a hub for arbitration purposes even before Dubai became the city that we all know now. Why? Because it was a trading spot. And once the population expanded, starting in the 90s, more companies, more people. So what happened to arbitration? It expanded as well. Today, we have three major arbitral institutions. We have DIAC under Dubai Chamber, the Dubai International Arbitration Center. We have the DIFC-LCIA within the DIFC, the Dubai International Financial Center, the London Court of International Arbitration within the DIFC. And then we also have the center in Adgm, which is in Abu Dhabi Global Market. What are the key differences between these three centers? One, DIAC and DIFC-LCIA are per se institutions. Adgm is a hearing venue. What does this mean? What is being an institution mean? Institutions usually do two major things. They collect the fees of the arbitration and they appoint the arbitrators. So it's very important because they know who is right for which case. Also, they keep the funds of the arbitration until an award is rendered, then they pay the arbitral tribunal. In Adgm, they don't do that, but they provide as a hearing venue. Why is this important? And this is when we talk about the seat of arbitration. We have three institutions in the same country with three different seats. A seat is the place where the arbitration takes place. So we have DIAC, it's understood, unless parties agree otherwise, that the seat of the arbitration is Dubai, UAE. DIFC-LCIA, the seat of arbitration will be the DIFC. The DIFC is a free zone that has its own rules and regulations. Actually, the DIFC has its own courts. There is a video about the differences between the DIFC courts and the UAE Dubai courts. So I do invite you to take a look at it. And then we have Adgm with the seat of Adgm, which is another free zone similar to the DIFC, but in Abu Dhabi. Why is this important? Another difference is the seat, and the other difference is the laws that apply to them. Why? Because it's set by the seat. In DIAC, we will need to pay close attention to federal law numbers, UAE Federal Law number 6 of 2018. In DIFC, we will need to take a look to the DIFC arbitration law, which can be traced in the DIFC website. And then we also need to pay close attention in Adgm to the Adgm arbitration rules of 2015. So very important, watch out when we talk about the seat and about the applicable laws. It's important to stress that the DIFC and the Adgm laws make a big difference. Whereas the DIFC may be used as a conduit jurisdiction, the Adgm cannot, unless the seat of arbitration is the Adgm. What does this mean? DIFC has a protocol of enforcement with the Dubai courts, and Adgm has a protocol of enforcement with the Abu Dhabi courts. So if you have, per se, an award rendered in France, and you want to execute that award in Dubai, you have two options. You could go directly to Dubai courts, or you could go to DIFC courts, because in the law says that you can seek the recognition of enforcement of any award irrespective of the place where it was made. Once you have the recognition from the DIFC courts, you could continue to the Dubai courts, because there is a protocol of enforcement saying that whatever the DIFC courts say will be respected with the Dubai courts. So if you wanted to do the same thing in Abu Dhabi, if the assets are in Abu Dhabi, you won't be able to do this through Adgm. The laws and regulations prohibit that. So this is very clear. If at the end of the day you want to execute in Abu Dhabi, perhaps when you do the contract negotiation, you may consider Adgm as a venue, and you can plug in any other institution. You can put ICC rules in Adgm, and later on you are one step away from your assets, one step away from Abu Dhabi, one step away from Abu Dhabi courts. So what else? We also have differences in terms of flavor, local and international flavor. DIAC, in my experience, is easier to negotiate the inclusion of a DIAC arbitration agreement in contracts here in Dubai, because people know Dubai Chamber. They feel that it's an institution within the Dubai Chamber. So even when you deal with UAE-based and UAE-owned nationals, they feel somehow confident. But wait, when you tell them, hey, DIFC-LCIA, they think London, common law, this is too much. So it may be a little bit more difficult, but it may be easier to agree between international companies. Adgm has a good mix. Actually, still a bit more international than local in terms of flavor. Also, fees, there is a difference. DIAC will tell you the expected advance on costs based on the claim amount. So usually there is a claim amount first in the statement of claim, and there may be a counterclaim by the respondent. So they will add the figures and they will give a lump sum. So this is the amount that has to be paid in advance. There is actually a nice link that I'm inviting you to double check here in my video. And then if you go to DIFC-LCIA, arbitral tribunals bill by the hour. So this is something that sometimes makes clients, the small and medium-sized company usually, a little bit concerned about. So you will need to make a decision. It's not a matter of fees, in my experience. It's a matter of where the assets are, the kind of contract that you are dealing with. So I wouldn't be able to tell you one is better than the other. We need to take a close attention to the circumstances of each transaction, of each project, of each contract, because it has to be by contract. I hope you enjoy these key differences between these three arbitral institutions in the UAE. For any questions about arbitration in the UAE, feel free to text me directly to my contact details or through my social media. If you learned a little bit, enjoyed it, please do like my video and subscribe to get as soon as the videos out to the information. Thank you very much.